He's talented, he's successful, and he's the most hated man in golf. A Masters champion, Ryder Cup hero, and one of the most skilled players on the tour, Reed should be a fan favorite. But why does everyone seem to have it out for Patrick Reed? From college scandals to professional controversies. Let's find out what made Patrick Reed golf's biggest villain. Our story starts not on the fairways of Augusta, but on the campus of the University of Georgia. In 2008, an 18-year-old Patrick Reed arrived in Athens, ready to take the college golf world by storm. But Reed's time at Georgia was short-lived and marred by controversy. Within a year, he was kicked off the golf team and out of the university. Reed's dismissal from Georgia was officially due to 2 alcohol violations. He was arrested for underage drinking and possessing a fake ID, but behind the scenes, there were whispers of much more serious infractions. According to Shane Ryan's book about the PGA Tour, Reed's teammates accused him of cheating during qualifying rounds and even stealing from the locker room. In one instance, Reed allegedly hit his ball into the rough during a qualifying round. When the team found the ball, it was mysteriously closer to the fairway. His teammates were convinced he had cheated, but Reed denied any wrongdoing. Even more damaging were the accusations of theft. When items including a watch, a putter, and $400 went missing from the locker room, suspicion fell on Reed. The next day, he reportedly showed up with a large wad of cash. Again, Reed denied these allegations. After leaving Georgia, Reed transferred to Augusta State University, but his reputation followed him. At Augusta State, Reed was accused of shaving strokes off his scorecards. His teammates were so fed up that they actually voted to kick him off the team. Only the intervention of his coach, who reduced the punishment to a 2-match suspension, kept Reed on the squad. Despite the controversy, Reed led Augusta State to 2 national titles, but even this achievement was tinged with animosity, and in the final match of his college career, Reed faced off against his former Georgia teammate, Harris English. According to reports, Reed's Augusta State teammates actually wished English luck before the match, seemingly hoping their own player would lose. Kevin Kisner, PGA Tour player and UGA alum, I don't know that they'd piss on him if he was on fire. This quote from PGA Tour player Kevin Kisner sums up the feelings of many of Reed's former college teammates. The question is, did Reed's controversial reputation follow him to the professional ranks? As Reed transitioned to professional golf, many hoped he would leave his college controversies behind. Instead, he doubled down on the behaviors that made him divisive. Reed said, "I have 3 wins on the PGA Tour. I truly believe that I am a top 5 player in the world." This bold statement, made when Reed was just 23 and had never even played in a major championship, rubbed many the wrong way. It was seen as arrogant and premature, especially given Reed's actual world ranking at the time. Reed was actually ranked 44th in the world when he made this claim. The golf world, known for its modesty and understatement, was shocked by such brazen self-promotion. But it wasn't just Reed's words that alienated fans and fellow players. His on-course conduct often drew criticism. Reed became known for aggressively hushing crowds, a move that many fans found disrespectful. He was also caught cursing on live TV broadcasts and snapping at fans, behavior that went against golf's gentlemanly traditions. Even Reed's choice of attire became a point of contention. He began wearing red shirts on Sundays, a tradition long associated with Tiger Woods. Many saw this as both cocky and derivative. As divisive as Reed's personality was, nothing damaged his reputation more than the persistent accusations of cheating. The most infamous incident occurred at the 2019 Hero World Challenge in the Bahamas. Reed was caught on camera appearing to improve his lie in a bunker, not once, but twice. Reed's explanation didn't satisfy many in the golf world. Australian pro Cameron Smith didn't mince words, saying, "To give a bit of a bulls," and response like the camera angle, "That's pretty up there. I don't have any sympathy for anyone that cheats." The fallout from this incident was severe. At the President's Cup in Australia shortly after, Reed was mercilessly heckled by fans. The abuse was so intense that armed police had to accompany Reed on the course. The pressure even got to Reed's caddy, who physically confronted a fan who had hurled abuse at Reed. Unfortunately, this wasn't an isolated incident. Throughout his career, Reed has faced numerous allegations of impropriety on the course, creating a cloud of suspicion that follows him to this day. If there was one arena where Reed seemed to excel both on and off the course, it was the Ryder Cup. His passionate play and clutch performances earned him the nickname Captain America. Reed's Ryder Cup record is impressive: 7 wins, 3 losses, and 2 ties. He seemed to thrive in the team atmosphere and the pressure of representing his country. At the 2016 Ryder Cup, Reed formed a formidable partnership with Jordan Spieth, helping lead the US to a dominant victory. But even Reed's Ryder Cup hero status couldn't last. The 2018 Ryder Cup in Paris marked a turning point. Reed was benched for 2 sessions by captain Jim Furyk, and his partnership with Spieth was broken up. After the US team's loss, Reed didn't hold back his frustration. He said, "For somebody as successful in the Ryder Cup as I am, I don't think it's smart to sit me twice." Reed went on to criticize Furyk's decision-making and implied that Jordan Spieth had requested not to play with him. These comments didn't go over well with his teammates or the golf community at large. Many saw it as Reed putting himself above the team and airing dirty laundry in public. The fallout from 2018 lingered. When it came time for the 2021 Ryder Cup, US captain Steve Stricker made the bold decision to leave Reed off the team entirely. Reed's response? He liked several social media posts criticizing Stricker's decision, once again stirring up controversy. Throughout his career, one consistent theme has emerged. Patrick Reed is a loner in the world of golf. While many tour pros are friends off the course, Reed is rarely seen socializing with his peers. He often practices alone and keeps to himself during tournaments. The few peers who do speak about Reed often do so critically. Remember Kevin Kisner's harsh words about Reed's college teammates? That sentiment seems to persist on tour. Reed's isolation extends beyond his peers. His relationship with his own family is strained at best. Reed's parents and sister were not invited to his wedding in 2012. When he won the Masters in 2018, a crowning achievement for any golfer, his estranged family watched from home, just a few miles from Augusta National. When someone is consistently at odds with both their peers and their family, it often points to deeper interpersonal issues. It's a pattern that's hard to break without real self-reflection and effort. With all the controversy surrounding Patrick Reed, it's easy to forget one crucial fact. He's an incredibly talented golfer. Reed has won 9 times on the PGA Tour, including a major championship at the 2018 Masters. His short game is among the best in the world, and he has a knack for performing under pressure, and Reed does have his defenders. Rory McIlroy, one of the most respected players in golf, has spoken positively about Reed. Rory McIlroy. I respect him. I have a deep respect for his game, his mental toughness, his drive. I've spent enough time around Patrick to know he's a really good guy and sometimes misunderstood. So, how do we make sense of Patrick Reed? Is he a misunderstood competitor or a true villain of the sport? The truth, as always, likely lies somewhere in the middle. Reed's brash confidence can be seen as either admirable self-belief or off-putting arrogance, depending on your perspective. Reed's behavior often seems to stem from a place of insecurity, his need to promote himself, his defensive reactions to criticism, his isolation from peers. These can all be signs of someone struggling with self-esteem issues, paradoxically masked by an outward show of extreme confidence. What's undeniable is that Patrick Reed is one of the most polarizing figures in modern golf. His talent is matched only by his ability to court controversy, creating a complex legacy that will be debated for years to come.